conference portion of the schedule has arrived as we enter Week 3 of Football Friday in Illinois. The stakes have been raised with 5 big-time local matchups on the docket. The biggest storyline in Naperville area football thus far is the 2-0 start for Metea Valley. The Mustangs face their biggest test of the young season on the road at Naperville North. The Huskies are coming off a thrilling overtime victory at Libertyville a week ago. 3 minutes into the game, Naperville North is already on the move as William Elo plunges over the goal line and into the end zone for the opening score of the night as the Huskies go up 7-0. On the next drive for the blue and orange, Elo once again takes the handoff and heads left, powering through tacklers into the end zone for his second touchdown. The running back would add a third later in the quarter, as it's all Huskies in the first half. Trailing 28-0 midway through the third quarter, Metea Valley quarterback Charlie Larson pushes his way into the end zone to get the Mustangs on the board, trailing 28-7. But that is as close as the game would get. Naperville North puts the game away on a quarterback keeper from Josiah Nothacker, who helps the Huskies to a 35-14 victory over Metea Valley. The Huskies improved to 2-1 while handing the Mustangs their first loss of the year. Benet Academy is in need of a bounce-back performance following last week's defeat at the hands of Glenbard North. The Red Wings return to the friendly confines of Benedictine University to face the Comets of De La Salle. The Red Wings have a 17-0 lead already in the first quarter when quarterback Ben Clevenger keeps the ball himself as he rolls right, finding an opening on the side and scampers into the end zone for his second touchdown of the game. In the second quarter, Liam Doyle takes the handoff on the end around and breaks multiple tackles as he races around the edge. The speedster dives for the pylon and scores from 15 yards out to add to the Benet advantage. Doyle would add another touchdown catch from Clevenger to his resume late in the first half. Leading 31-0 in the second quarter, Joe Salvino takes the handoff and plunges into the end zone to put the Red Wings up 38-0. Benet rolls over the Comets by the final score of 52-0. Naperville Central is nearing must-win territory with a matchup against 2-0 Sandburg. The Red Hawks are hoping they can draw from their homecoming crowd to pick up win number 1 on the season. The defenses dominate this matchup from start to finish, with Naperville Central trailing 2-0 late in the third quarter. Senior kicker Gavin Ellison drills a 40-yard field goal to give the Red Hawks their first lead of the season at 3-2. Late in the fourth quarter, Central tries to run out the clock by going for it on 4th and 5 from the Eagles' 40-yard line. Sandburg snuffs out the screen pass and takes possession, trailing by just a point.
Number 25, Ryan Jacobson.
With under 40 seconds left in the game, Drew Droznek attempts the 39-yard field goal for the lead, and it's good. The Eagles go up 5-3. Last chance for the Red Hawks with less than 10 seconds remaining and no timeouts. Naperville Central goes for the lateral, but the ball is snatched away by Jaden Weaver, who rumbles inside the 20 to run out the rest of the clock. Sandburg comes away with a 5-3 victory and a baseball score over Naperville Central, who falls to 0-3 on the year. Waubonsie Valley is off to an 0-2 start, but the Warriors have been competitive in each game against a pair of tough opponents in Neuqua Valley and New Trier. The Warriors travel south for another strong challenge from the Boilermakers of Bradley-Benet. On the first drive of the game, the Boilermaker quarterback Ellis Johnson looks downfield for receiver Lazale Edmond, who breaks free and makes a fingertip grab. He gets both feet in bounds for the first score of the game. Bradley-Benet gets the 2-point conversion as well and leads 8-0. In the second quarter, the Boilermakers look to add to the lead. Johnson finds tight end Calvin Cole out in the flat. Cole works his way through the defense and across the goal line. Bradley-Benet takes a 22-0 lead into halftime. The Warriors trail 29-0 but are still battling. Colin Ford drives the team down the field before connecting with Jack Vanderwatt for the touchdown. That is as close as the game gets as Waubonsie Valley falls to Bradley-Benet by the score of 35-6 and drops to 0-3 to start the year. Neuqua Valley with a daunting road test staring the team in the face in Week 3. The Wildcats visit one of the top programs in the country, Lincoln Way East, to face USC commit Jonas Williams and the Griffins, who have outscored their opponents 81-0 in their first 2 games. Lincoln Way with a 13-0 lead in the first quarter and looking to add to that advantage. Near midfield, Brody Gish takes the handoff and roars past the defense with open field ahead of him. A 49-yard touchdown run makes it a 3-score lead for the Griffins. Near the same spot on their next drive, Lincoln Way East adds to the early onslaught. Jonas Williams finds Matt Orban all alone. The receiver breaks 2 Neuqua tackles and follows his blockers. He tightropes down the sideline and eventually finds Pater for a 48-yard score as the Griffins fly to a 27-0 lead. Facing a seemingly insurmountable lead in the second quarter, Neuqua Valley is not ready to submit. Colton Metea enters the game for an injured Drake Meneke and connects with Andy Barkley, who shakes free and hustles into the end zone for the touchdown. It's the first points allowed by the Griffins all season. However, they would be the last for the Wildcats in this one, as Lincoln Way East takes the win by the score of 56-7 over Neuqua Valley. There are no more undefeated teams in the Naperville area just 3 weeks into the year, but Naperville North, Metea Valley, and Benet all have winning records at 2-1. Neuqua is 1-2, while Central and Waubonsie have their backs against the wall after an 0-3 start. Next Friday, we have one local head-to-head matchup once again, with Neuqua Valley hosting Naperville Central. Waubonsie Valley is on the road for a 3rd straight week at Andrew, while Naperville North heads to Homewood Flossmoor. Metea Valley welcomes Sandburg, while Benet Academy will travel to St. Viator. Believe it or not, we are quickly approaching the midway point of the regular season. We'll be back with another exciting edition of Football Friday in Week 4. I'm Justin Cornwell. Thanks for watching.